Oh my God, breaker, breakneck speed, spear, Roman and Jay, spear to the barricade by Braun Breaker.
What happened?
We said last week.
This is ours now. Everything is WWE is ours.
We said last week that the old sheriff was back in town. And it was time for the Young Guns to pay homage. Tonight everything changed. Like a schoolyard bully, Bronson Reed taking the sneakers from Roman Reigns.
Get ready! We'll say get ready. Get ready for the worst raw review on the internet. The worst raw review on the internet. STRAWS raw. With Eric B and Randy C. Chickens or bananas and fresh roast beef. This is STRAWS raw.
Hello, friends, listeners, and newcomers. It's me, Eric B. They call me the Raw Dog, and I'm here on STRAWS RAW, the absolute worst or best, depending on where you search, Raw review on the internet. Thank you, folks, for joining me and my PIC. At this time, I have to introduce my puppy in crime. His name is Randy C. Randy, what's up, brother?
What's going on, brother?
Brother.
Silence is golden until you have children. Then it's highly suspicious. Hey, Eric B. Hey, everybody. It's me, Randy C. And as usual, we are powered by something. We are powered by interiorplants.ca, the natural solution to a healthier and more beautiful business or home environment. That's interiorplants.ca. The king of print, offering and providing the best in your printing needs. Go to www.kingofprint.ca, the official printing company of the Hub Sports Entertainment. Pure Fandom. Pure Fandom is your one-stop shop for pro wrestling and lucha libre memorabilia, and they're located in Toronto. You can find them on Instagram at Pure Fandom Shop or Pure Fandom Shop 416. Or go to their YouTube channel, Pure Fandom Shop 416. Again, anything in wrestling collectible, wrestling mask, authentic, replica ring gear, and select vintage toys. That's Pure Fandom. Go look them up. YouTube, Pure Fandom 416. Powered by the Smack Daddies. Join Brad the Dad and Father Greg every Friday evening or Saturday morning as they give you the best WWE RAW review on the internet. The Smack Daddies with Father Greg and Brad the Dad. Go to their YouTube channel at the Smack Daddies, or like, comment, subscribe here on the Hub Sports Entertainment. Last but not least, the handshaking team. Join Eric B each week. He's been doing it a lot this week, where Eric B will give you a whole bunch of Wheel of Misfortunes, of cheap heats. This week, he has, that's new, the new Ultimate CM Punk. Why did he not get me one? I do not know how to speak English. But you can be found at facebook.com/the handshaking team, where you can have a chance to win the Ultimate Edition CM Punk. And finally, they are listening. They are powering us. They're DMing us. They followed us. They are now reaching out. Chiquita Bananas, why Monroe?
Monkeys never collapse.
Monkeys never cramp, but I sure do this week. The Jays don't. Maybe a little, but that's okay. But you can win 8 out of 10. It's still, that's an 800 record if you really think of it. But Eric B, how are you doing this week? It's been a busy week.
Yeah, it definitely has been a busy week, sorry. And Randy, as far as Blue Jays fans go, you're just never happy. You're the same thing as Leaf fans. You just want all of the wins, 10 out of 10. But being at the top, they're at the top right now, right? Top of the league or top of the American
top
League?
of the league.
Okay, so yeah, this is crazy. Randy actually told me at the start of the season, and I'm going to say it right now, I did not listen to him. He said put $50 on the Blue Jays to win it all. And right now, Randy, you're trending in the right direction, brother. But yes, Randy, it's been a very busy week. And unfortunately,
Wait, hold on. Did you do it or not?
I didn't. I did not.
Why? Eric,
I didn't.
I bugged you that day. I really, really bugged you that day to go do it. But that's okay. We can move on. There's other things in life other than
He asked me a couple of times. Actually, and I didn't listen, folks. But no, I did think about it. But I like a quick return. I like fast action. A little fast action. Anyways, folks.
We all know that, right? People, comment, like, and subscribe below.
And that is another time for us to mention that we are also powered by Trojan, because kids are fun in moderation. Oh, Randy, what a week it's been for us, brother, as wrestling fans. I have to drop my tone there just a little bit as I talk about it. Obviously, the wrestling world is reeling from the loss of Hulk Hogan. Lots going around that. Lots of great tributes that we've seen on television. A lot of different opinions, and the whole Chelsea Green thing. But the one thing that I can definitely say about Hulk Hogan is, political views aside, everything else aside, without Hulk Hogan being in the wrestling business, I know for a fact that I wouldn't be here as a fan today. And I think that says a lot as far as what he was able to accomplish and what he was able to do for us in those early years. And think about it, Randy. The craziest thing that you can think about is, not only did Hulk Hogan impact the wrestling business huge during his original babyface run with WWF, but he changed the business and the landscape of the business 2 times. I don't think that we have any other wrestlers, entertainers really, that we can truly compare to what Hulk Hogan did in difference when he started the NWO and started, really, again, one of the main reasons why we're still here today, the Attitude Era in response. So yes, it was a tough loss for all of us here. That's for sure.
100% political views aside. So I'm just going to go on the wrestling career of Hulk Hogan and what he has done. He was the man that led the way, that was given, I guess, the torch in order to lead a company to newer levels. Now, could this torch been given to anybody else? And I will honestly say 100% no. Nobody had the charisma. Nobody had the look. Nobody had the ability like Hulk Hogan had. And there was something that people seen in him for him to be enjoyed, loved, and at the level that he was definitely put at. Now, that being said, he aligned movies with wrestling. He was the first person ever to do that.
Yes.
Get a celebrity stardom or a celebrity status into the wrestling environment, into a world that's like movies are make-believe, right? It's all made up, it's all scripted, so on and so forth. But in turn, again, there had to be a poster child, a look. I always used to say Barry Windham could have done it. No, Barry Windham couldn't do it because there's only one guy that was able to do it, and that is Mr. Hulk Hogan. We're going to do another show on this. I'm just going to be very brief about this. But I've been very lucky to be at many moments of Hulk Hogan. I just realized, though, I've probably been to I've seen Hulk Hogan lose more than I've seen him win Makes any sense. I've seen,
Yeah.
and when I say lose, I'm not saying lose at all because he was way over. It was more over than anything else. I was at the big event in 1986. I was at WrestleMania 6. I was at WrestleMania 18. Right, 3 of the biggest events ever in wrestling history, and I was lucky enough to be there. One is a 14-year-old boy. I think the other one was 2000, so I was like 18, 17, turning 18, and then 30, I believe, was the last one. And I got to experience those 3 different decades, I will say, because they were different decades. One was 1986, and I think the other one was in 1990, and then you're talking about in your 2000s. So as me not being a Hulk Hogan, as big as fan as everybody else that was out there, I was never like a leader on that. I can definitely appreciate what he did for the game and what opportunities he gave to others. And again, we'll have another show about this. I'm not going to go into this. And I don't care what people think. You know, think whatever I'm saying on it. I can tell you 100%. There's nobody else that could have done it. And go ahead, comment, like whatever you put it, whatever you want below. But you're going to be wrong, because if that was the case, it would have been somebody else there.
Well, so, even now, Randy, when you think about it, like, who is your de facto legend? Who is your face of the legends of WWE now?
That's alive left?
Yeah.
That's alive or past? Are you saying
that's alive and able to represent the brand?
Well, then you got Stone Cold Steve Austin. I know your number one is going to be Bret Hart. You got the Shawn Michaels. You got the Undertaker, right?
Well, I know Bret doesn't want to do it. Like, I know Bret doesn't want to be that guy, right? He just wants to. So Bret just comes into town when he has people he wants to see, really.
So then you got Triple H. You got Undertaker. That's it. That's the only two. Or Shawn Michaels, right? So
yeah, I think it's Undertaker. Undertaker's got to be your guy going forward. But out of that era, you know, we're missing a lot of big faces for sure. But yes, guys, we're definitely going to do another show on this. I know everybody else has, but we would feel bad here at the network if we didn't talk about Hulk Hogan as well, and a little bit more in depth as to what the impact his life had on us as wrestling fans. Anyways,
speaking about impacts on life, eh? Speaking about impacts on life.
Actually, you know what? Listen, as we segue into the next topic here before we get on to WWE RAW, Happy Gilmore just came out. Happy Gilmore 2 finally released on Netflix on Friday, and it couldn't have been at a better time, honestly. Like, could it have been at a better time, Randy? This is a time when we needed something to laugh at, something to make us happy again, something to spark joy. And Happy Gilmore 2 seems to be absolutely nailing it for that. I am at least on watch number 4 at this point. I keep on seeing more and more ridiculous cameos as we go through it. The multiple wrestling cameos, unfortunately, Nikki Bella's part was cut, but you can see her kind of in the background at one scene, which is completely random. She still got paid, so she doesn't care. But from Nikki Bella, from Becky Lynch to MJF, it seems like, if anything, maybe Netflix is using what they had in their bag already with some of these guys, but it seems like they were almost trying to like get some of our wrestling demographic with these castings, Randy. And the movie itself, it's a slapstick comedy, but it has everything. It has all of your main players. It has all of your nostalgia moments. Like, as many people as they can bring back, they bring back. And that's why before we started talking, I was saying, are they targeting wrestling fans with this film?
Yes, yeah, we were talking a little earlier. Yes, Happy Gilmore 2, the wrestling movie, just like The Wrestler with Mickey Rourke is the golfing movie. No, I get your point.
Randy the Ram over there just ramming his point down my throat.
Yes, no, it was a fun watch. It definitely was a Netflix watch. I think Adam Sandler has like another 20 movies to give Netflix at this time. But it was fun. A lot, like you're right. It was a lot of nostalgia pops. I think we're at the age too. Like, I'm 54. Everybody knows out there. You're getting up there in your late.
I'm 40. Yeah, I'm 40, man.
You're 40. That's old. But no, I'm playing.
I know I look younger, you son.
Yeah, you do. Bitch. That's what I was going to say. Late 25. But in turn, we like nostalgia pops. And I think that's what our demographic, anywhere from 30 up, who likes the nostalgia pops, like referring to old. And trust me, are there any ideas left out there anyways? So realistically, it was good to see. The story of it was really, really good. You're right, Becky Lynch, the man. Spoiler alert, she gets smoked. No, she is in the movie, but it is a lot of fun, and everybody loves Adam Sandler, and MJF looked great in that movie. He actually did really well for it, and
he was actually really funny in it. Like the boys, his sons. Everybody knows that Adam Sandler has two daughters in real life. Both of them are in the film too. He sneaks in literally everybody that he possibly can. And like Randy said, we're at the point where nostalgia pops are definitely what we're looking for in life, brother. So, with that being said, Randy, as I say, brother, do you think we should get into talking about a little bit of Monday Night Raw?
Yeah, we can talk about a little Monday Night Raw from the Little Caesars Arena in Detroit, Michigan, where our friend Johnny Polda stole front row
stole the
center.
Show.
Stole the show. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, seriously, stole
center.
the show. Stole the show, and I gotta say, when Sheamus was walking around ringside during the Netflix commercial and he was signing things, I was just hoping he was going to get there because I know our boy Johnny Poda is like the biggest Sheamus fan there is. But no, that didn't happen. Anyway.
Wait. Can I say one thing before you go further? And I hope, Johnny, if you're listening, I found this really funny. It was near the end of the show, and Jey Uso and Roman Reigns are right by him, but Jey Uso is like hanging off his right-hand side. And what does Johnny do? Roman's there, boom, takes the camera, looks all over, and Jey's like putting his arm out to him and everything, and Johnny's like oblivious, just having the camera on Roman Reigns. You messed up there. So
hey man, I
couldn't stop laughing.
I don't blame him. I gotta watch that again. Johnny never would listen to the show, but yes, he was there, and it was great to see. Anyways, folks, SummerSlam is coming up. Did you know, Randy? Do you know that?
But yeah, this weekend.
It's this weekend. It's crazy to think that with everything that happened. Of course, you can't stop news like this from happening, and life is life. But I think that it's safe to say that there's a lot of attention off of that product right now, and WWE is pushing fans as much as they possibly can to remember and realize this is going on this weekend, folks. But we're going to start off the show with another 10-bell salute on Monday Night Raw. A couple of different faces in attendance here that weren't there last week. Eric Bischoff, the son of Hulk Hogan, Nick, is there as well with his wife. And I don't know if you noticed it as well, but Abyss is there too. They had Abyss come on out. He's not in his mask. If you look back, he's standing right beside Sheamus. He's just a massive man, so he's kind of hard to miss. But a lot of people there from the history of Hulk Hogan. Anybody that you noticed that I didn't notice?
Well, I noticed, and I don't know what the meaning behind it is, but there was a couple of people missing on stage that were part of the Raw roster, but I'm not going to bring that up. I just did. But yeah, look for who's missing, not who was there. But it was good to see Nick. Nick looked actually a lot better from the last photos I've seen of him.
He's healthy. Yeah, he looks healthy.
He looks a lot better, and especially going through a circumstance like this. Abyss, so I don't know if Abyss is a agent for a producer, for SmackDown.
I think he's still a producer, but he wasn't
for SmackDown,
there.
Though, right?
Oh no.
I just think for Raw, because I think they have their own producers. So, but it was good seeing him. Yes, he has a storied history with Hogan too.
A lot of people don't realize that, eh? A lot of people were asking like why Abyss was there, and you got to look up Abyssomania, brother. That's it from the TNA days. Anyways, last show before SummerSlam should be a heater here in Monday Night Raw. We get another video package here for Hulk Hogan. In fairness, it's completely different than the one that we got on SmackDown. And in fairness, if they wanted to do Hulk Hogan highlights at the start of each show for the next month, there's a lot of highlights that they can go through. And
good job for them switching it.
Yes, absolutely. And not just giving us the same thing. Like it's like the second night of WrestleMania. Good job on them making it very special. each time. So anyways, let's go forward with wrestling, folks, because that is what we are here for. And here comes Jey Uso for some yeeting and swearing all over the place. And Paul Heyman's going to interrupt him when he does so. Unfortunately, he's not going to interrupt the multiple F-bombs that Jey dropped, one off mic and one directly on mic. You can't stop that from happening. The best part about it is when he did the last F-bomb right before he started yeeting, the crowd went silent because you could just tell the parents, like, did we just hear that? And their kids are all wearing Jey Uso shirts, Jey Uso glasses. He's dropping 2 F-bombs that Netflix can't stop from happening either. But no, it was definitely a nice little interaction here between Heyman and Jey Uso. Heyman just reminding him, what family means and what his family did to him, and that Jey had to, break off from Roman just to find relevancy and do it in spite of him. So why is he teaming with him now? Jey makes it clear he didn't do it in spite of him. He did it to prove that he could be that guy. Yeet. That's it.
Bullshit too. That's bullshit
Yeah,
too.
That's a bunch of
Heyman's
bullshit.
full of bullshit, but Paul is bullshit more than anything. But that's bullshit too. But Jey, stop swearing and bullshitting the children.
But yes, Paul Heyman is there. We're talking about main event tonight, which is going to be Bronson Reed versus main event Jey Uso. Okay, that's a match.
Are you excited? It is. I was excited, actually. I was really excited over this, but go ahead.
You were? You
I
were
was.
excited about that match?
Yeah, I was.
Okay.
I don't know why. At the beginning, I really was.
Let's save it for the match. Let's talk about it during the match.
Okay.
Talking about exciting matches, Randy, a heater to start us off with a mixed tag match. And I feel like we never see this. Like, absolutely never see this. So it's going to be AJ Styles and the Kabuki Warriors teaming up for the first time against the Judgment Day, who are also teaming up for the first time. Roxanne and Raquel and Dom. And the story of this match is we want AJ, we want Dom. We want AJ, we want Dom, because they're just not letting these two get into the ring. No matter what, they're trying to protect Dominic as much as possible. And Roxanne Perez during the match itself also being like the protector of Dominic, getting in the way of a phenomenal forearm and just proving again that she really loves herself some Dami Wami. Randy, our girl Liv must be pretty pissed.
There's things like FaceTime. Dom keeps pointing it out, and I don't know if he has Wi-Fi on his phone. It always looks like he has a flip phone now, too, eh? I don't know. I haven't noticed. Like, it almost looks like he has a flip phone. I would do that to protect myself. But yeah, I think you're right. We had a conversation earlier. When was the last time we've seen a mixed tag? And guess what? I honestly think that AJ was sort of part of it.
Yeah, it's true.
The Good Brothers and Mia Yim, if I remember correctly. And, yeah, they were in a mixed tag.
It's been a really long time since we've seen one of those.
But this was good to see. The crowd was hot.
I think that it proved everything that you can do in a mixed tag match, and that includes AJ Styles absolutely launching Kairi Sane over the top out to the outside of the ring there with that insane elbow on Raquel, taking her out of the match. I think that was excellent. And by doing that, he gave himself the opportunity to take out Dom with a phenomenal forearm and a finish, getting the win for Styles and the Warriors. Warrior Styles. No?
Yeah, no, 100%.
Okay. All right. I'm sorry.
Push to the sky to Kairi Sane.
Hey, it wasn't a foot. He didn't kick her in the butt and she jumped up in the air, right? Come on, there was no foot involved.
But this was a great match. Like I said, the involvement of trying to get AJ and Dom in the ring at the same time, and once they got in the ring, the crowd went on fire. Great start. I really enjoyed this match. Sorry, I think my mic is all going. Of course.
I mean, what can I say? No, you're not. What can I say, man? AJ Styles loves working with some Japanese ladies.
There we go. So,
all right.
First match, start of the night, I would give it, and this is a high ranking. I enjoyed it. I love Dom. I love Dom, what he did over the weekend, too. If you don't know.
Oh, my God, yes.
It was fun. So I like the direction of Dom. Dom is now above that mid-card level. He is almost to the top tier of this. So I'll give this match A 4 banana. That's a 4 banana rating. I was happy and on fire with
That's a
this
good
first
start.
match. Very good.
That's a very good start.
Pretty good start.
All right. Well, a good start means we got to lead to something else, right?
What's the
Right?
opposite of that? What's the opposite of banger, by the way? No, I'm playing. We'll get there. We'll get there. We'll get there.
Sausage. I
Okay,
think it's
fine.
just a normal sausage, you know, instead of a banger after banger after banger. And talking about bangers, here comes Sheamus, and he is so happy with his win over Rusev. It meant a lot. It meant everything, absolutely. Grayson Waller and the New Day are here to interrupt. Grayson Waller is going to challenge Sheamus. He's got the New Day backing him up, right? Wrong. No, they left him for himself, to fend for himself. And this is a match, like Randy said, banger after banger after banger. Shout out to Grayson Waller for being probably in the absolute best shape of his life and definitely ready for some main roster action here on WWE RAW in singles, I think. What do you think, Randy?
100%. 100%. He is a star. Austin Theory is a bigger one, but Grayson Waller is definitely a star. But,
35 years old, in great shape. He's got the Golden Gloves background. He's got that legit shoot fighter kind of thing that he can work into. I don't think he's going to be a star, but I think that he's a good fit.
He is. Never mind. We'll get to it further. Just to pin this point, he's probably one of the next mass superstars of the WWE. But yeah, it is. But I'm tired of this banger, man. Banger.
Yeah.
Banger. I heard banger at least 90 times in like 5 minutes, and it was driving me insane. I actually did have to step out of this match for a minute, not because the wrestling was bad, as I didn't want to hear banger.
Sheamus literally walking away from camera saying banger at least 10 times, and you can hear him going down the hallway. Banger.
And during the match. It was ridiculous. It was I don't know. Sheamus, I love you, but just get over this.
Anyways, whatever. Rusev comes out for the distraction here in the match. Grayson Waller tries a roll-up attempt. Doesn't work. Bro kick finish. It's just a short of 5-minute match here, folks. Kind of a throwaway. And this is just all leading up to Rusev beating the bloody hell out of Sheamus with his own shillelagh and hitting him right in like the kidney at one point with that shillelagh shot. That didn't look good. That did not look like that was the plan. But he definitely took that hit and then took the accolade. And yes, we get more Rusev versus Sheamus. A Rusev never forgets, just like an elephant never forgets. And Randy is excited for it.
Yeah, right.
No?
No,
Okay.
not at all. Sheamus on the Sami Zayn win streak. That's 2 in a row for Sheamus. I really
on his way to a world heavyweight championship opportunity.
remember, people. This guy beat Daniel Bryan in 9 seconds. It makes no sense to me. I don't know. I'm not even giving it. I'm not giving it a banana rating whatsoever. I have no clue what to give it because, again, I didn't watch most of it. So, sorry.
All right. Well, that happened. Anyways, Naomi isn't worried about defending her title. She thinks that everybody else has to proceed with caution and not her. She's good. She doesn't care about triple threats. She's cool.
She is.
I like it.
She's absolutely amazing.
She's on fire, and she's also in that Thriller jacket here. Her gear just keeps on getting better and better each week. She had some matching gear with Nia Jax as well in one of the Super Show matches. So, yeah, things are definitely looking good for Naomi.
Speaking about amazing gear, is this next? I don't know if it is. I'm just presuming. I'm going by memory right now.
We're almost there, dude. I don't know.
Okay, sorry.
Well, we're going to take that segment. We are going to do entirely out of context, just so you know. And you know what segment I'm talking about, but we're going to get there. Anyways, Paul Heyman has got to talk to Bronson Reed before we get to something completely ridiculous with Seth Rollins on the shelf. They are a group without a leader, but here comes Braun Breaker, man. Braun Breaker is that leader already, really. With no Seth there, it has to be Braun Breaker. He's the guy. He's a monster. And he proves it to all of us tonight that he is a freak of nature.
100%.
Right?
He is.
Talking about freaks of nature. No, that's a terrible segue. But okay, let's do this next segment out of context, okay, Randy? So we, as wrestling fans, we always want to get people who aren't wrestling fans, like our loved ones, our brothers or something like that. Like, hey, just watch them wrestling with us. You know, the things have changed a lot. It's exciting. It's fun. Wrestling is cool now. So let's break down this next segment out of context.
Where are you going
Irish
with
woman,
this?
Irish. I'm getting there.
Okay.
Irish woman comes to the ring and jigs. Other Irish woman is upset that she wasn't invited to jig with her. They has fight, and that's it.
Okay. It's true.
Does it make sense?
But yeah, it's sort of true. But you must describe the wardrobe bitch.
Lyra Valkyria coming out with no wings for a change, but she's definitely going to fly because she's got on 2-foot platform baby blue running shoes, which apparently are her Becky stomping boots, which she lets us know about with a little jig in the ring. And the fans cheer this. And I don't know why. I'm just so confused. Everybody who saw this segment was like, what the, you know what? I was just flabbergastedly surprised with what I just saw on screen.
Yeah, she comes out in powder blue like a little baby robin's egg, and with the biggest platform shoes. People, I don't know how women walk around with stilettos, but with these shoes, I don't know how she could walk around with it either. She legitimately now is 5'7" in these shoes. This was weird. That's all I gotta say. People are into it. Don't get me wrong. I don't like these promos, but I've been liking the matches. So just shut up and put on the match. You know what I mean?
These are my Becky stomping boots, and they are 2-foot platform baby blue sneakers.
These boots are made for jigging, and that's just what they'll do. One of these days, these boots are gonna jig all over you. Hey,
you know what? I mean, when you think, honestly, dude, when you think about it, maybe she was like trying to make fun of Becky Lynch for her old jigging kind of gimmick that she had before, the Irish lass kicker gimmick. But there was no context to that, and there was nothing brought up about that or anything.
Reference a video package, right?
Start fucking dancing in the ring. Sorry, I had to do it, man. I saved one F-bomb per episode, and it was for this. I didn't understand the dancing, then the fighting. Let's just, like you said, man, let's just get to SummerSlam already. Like, we'll be better. We'll be a lot better. All right. Talking about SummerSlam, Sami Zayn is here having a sit-down chat with Karrion Kross. And Karrion Kross, honestly, man, the only thing that this guy is obsessed with is getting Sami Zayn to say that Kross was right. And Sami Zayn promises, if you beat me, I'll say whatever you want. Whatever you want.
Except for certain things. But yeah.
Now, Randy, hold on. The one point of this interview that made me think to myself, oh no, they're going to have Sami win this match. The one thing that scared me about it was Karrion Kross saying, you can go off and win your world championship afterwards.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, please, WWE, can we stop? Like, we can't elevate this guy to that point. We can't.
They're going to.
Okay.
Spoiler alert.
WrestleMania. Everyone's talking about, like, maybe CM Punk and Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns running it back, only there's a title involved this time. Spoiler alert, folks. It is not going to be any of them. Sami Zayn is coming in. Here we go. All right. Anyways, let's get back to wrestling, and this is some WrestleMania kind of action here, Rand. I guess you could say this is like a $200,000 8-woman tag match. This is like an all-star tag match, sort of, so to speak. Naomi, Chelsea Green, and her secret Hervis versus Io Sky, Rhea Ripley, Nikki Bella, and Stephanie Vaquer. One thing is definitely not like the other. I'll tell you that for sure. But
no, please explain. I don't understand.
Oh, really? Okay, you stop it, Randy.
Oh, okay, sorry.
The Secret Service is just imagine we go
Oh yeah,
back
two are in suits. That's it.
we go to the annals of time, Randy, and we talk about like the greatness of this match, or like Rhea Ripley when she is retired and going into the Hall of Fame, if we're around for that. Jeez, who knows at this point. But Naomi, Chelsea Green, Piper Niven, Alba Fire versus Io Sky, Rhea Ripley, Nikki Bella, and Steph Kerr. Ah, it's a funny little list there. Absolutely. But Randy, there's a lot going on in this match, brother. Absolutely a lot going on in this match. And just seeing even Steph and Rhea Ripley together is a sight for sore eyes, brother. Absolutely. They made a post before Raw, Mommy and Mamacita, so to speak. I'd like to say like that's the future and the present, but that's like both presents and also both futures. What do you think, Rand?
Yes, when they're both on the screen, it's definitely a present to all of us.
Ooh, yes.
But he must have been going wild. All I could imagine people is Mama and Mamacita. Two of the most favorite things that Eric Blondon loves in his life is those two words. He
Tattooed.
loves his mom.
You got tattooed goth Rhea Ripley, and you've just got Steph Kerr and her like Chilean wonderfulness. Yes, it was a match.
No, it wasn't that. I know you love your mom, and I know you love your Mexican mother too. That was the thing. But
Oh,
okay,
Lordy.
whatever it may be. But
Jeez Louise.
this was a lot of fun, eh? This was very fun. It was different.
This was a ton of fun, man. Honestly, you had brutality, you had proceeding with caution, you had taking to the sky, and you mixed in a little bit of a hot mess into this match. And you know what? It was great, honestly. For an 8-woman tag match, they had just enough time for everybody to get their stuff in, get their pops. We got to see the wonderful Devil's Kiss that everybody loves. But Randy, the one thing, and this is crazy, and tell me if I'm wrong, but there's always one move that always gets me, and I always love seeing it. I can see it in any match. It looks devastating. And I'm going to ask you what it feels like to take it as well, or deliver it.
Rhea Ripley roll up. I have no experience, sir. What?
No.
Oh,
Dragon screw leg whip. For some reason, a dragon screw has always been one of those moves that makes me go, ooh, that looks good. What does it feel like taking a dragon screw?
Well, you're more or less doing the majority of absolutely all of it. Like,
Yeah.
you're selling it more than the person doing it is. So they do very little, to be honest with you. But it looks devastating. It doesn't hurt at all. As it compared to a back body drop or a power bomb, it's absolutely nothing. But it does look devastating because it's good old wrestling, right?
Yeah.
It's good old wrestling. The twist of your leg and the
Oh, I love it. And
Yes.
and just the snap effect and that going side effect. Sorry, the side effect of the sound when you hit the mat. It's just wonderful. And I guess the reason why I asked you is because I thought to myself, like, this has to be a very safe move for someone to take, but it looks so devastatingly effective. It just
As long
looks
as
so good.
As long as the person giving it doesn't catch or hang on a little too much, yeah. I guess so.
This is true. This is true. You might see that in certain AAA promotions in the past, but not anymore. Anyways, match itself just is really good. We know what's going to happen. Even Nikki Bella looks a lot better in this match in comparison to the last time we saw her against Chelsea Green on her own. Io Sky coming towards the end of the match. She sends her back to the spring rope. Sky sends Naomi into a springboard dropkick. Rhea gives Piper Niven a riptide, and that's the match. We knew that Piper or Alba had to take that move. But kudos to Rhea Ripley for picking Piper Niven, who is massive. And Rhea is just proving once again that she is probably one of the strongest pound for pound wrestlers in the world, men
100%.
or women.
100%. This was a great match. It was a lot of fun. It was good seeing all of them together. Chelsea Green is on fire, and people leave Chelsea Green alone. She's allowed to have her opinion too.
Listen, quick side note. I don't want to dive into it too much, but for somebody to literally make a post where they say somebody passes away and their post ends with sending love to their family and friends. There shouldn't be any death threats received.
But in turn, let's get back to the match. I agree with you. I enjoyed it. Another 4 banana rating. 4 banana.
Definitely.
5. It was a lot of fun. And when I say Nikki Bella was the least of the stars in this match, it was weird. And seeing Nikki Bella not being in front and being when they did even the entrances, and her looking at Rhea Ripley and getting along with it. It's good. It's good to have like a new leader, and that she doesn't have to be like in front and
passing the torch. Yeah, absolutely passing the torch. And also Nikki Bella delivered just a nasty looking spine buster to Chelsea Green in this match that took my air away as I saw it hit, and the crowd also was like, whoa, like Nikki Bella. Yeah, so she looked good in this match. So kudos to Nikki Bella, who we were talking mad garbage about the last time we saw her in the ring. Anyways, talking about mad garbage, Randy. Here's the Judgment Day in the back. Finn Balor is trying to give them a pep talk. Look, it's only one night. You got to get past this loss, Dominic. And Roxanne Perez is going to make Dominic feel better by offering to play a little bit of 2K. But you know who else likes to play 2K, Randy? Liv.
Yeah. Probably not on a Switch 2. They're garbage. But I don't know. That's what if I was Dom, I would have said, "Oh man, you could have whatever." But yeah, 2K, Liv definitely does. Liv, we miss you. Come back.
Switch 2.
You know, it was a Switch 2. Gifted them both. Switch 2 and 2K. So
Awful.
yeah.
Awful.
Sorry, Greg.
Awful.
Sorry, Brad. That console is the worst.
It's for babies.
Yeah. No, don't. and adults that want to play with it. The
Okay, all right.
Vita or whatever PlayStation are way better console.
In looking for your inner child, so to speak, right?
It's okay to have an inner child.
Okay. Yes, it is. And if you want to hear more about having inner child and stuff like that, you should listen to me and Randy's this week of We Talk Too Much, because we definitely talk too much about accessing our inner child and the joy from some of the movies that we watched as we were kids and getting older. Anyways, folks.
And on that note, we are powered by Trojan. Just
Yes.
have your children moderately. That's Trojan. I have 4.
He did not listen.
Trojan in 1979.
The sponsorship was not in place at that point, folks, and poor Randy is now working on his 5th, I think. So
Oh yeah, right. My back hurts, bro. But speaking of backing not hurt, what does it mean?
oh, geez. The segues are getting worse and worse around here, folks. You can blame me for it. I started it. I started the bad segues, and Randy is just taking it from me now. This is what happens when you spend
drugs.
much time. Oh, yeah, drugs too. Definitely drugs too. Tag team titles are on the on the line in this match, folks. Talking about drugs. LWO versus the Judgment Day, and the LWO are the challengers here in this match, catapulting themselves here into this match too, may I add. LWO looking very good these last couple of weeks, and then also everything going on with the WWE Super Shows in Mexico. These guys seem to be getting maybe a little bit of a push. Not a big one, but hey, we're talking about storylines. And Randy, when we originally had the LWO join Raw, we were like, where do these guys fit in a storyline?
Yeah, Triple A.
Honestly, we're kind of talking about what storyline they would fit into. When we first said it, it was like Mexicans versus Mexicans. But there's a different dynamic to this now. It is Mexicans versus machines. But before we get there, Randy, we have to note that WWE, we know that you are listening to our ideas, especially my man Randy there on the other side, as we break down what happened in this match.
100%.
Right, Rand?
100%.
Right.
And the LWO on the Sami Zayn win streak going into this match for their first ever tag team title championship match. One guy's been in the business for 2 decades, and this is his first title attempt ever. But no, they are definitely on a roll, and they're on fire. Actually, we put them down a little before. I'm not putting them down anymore. They're on fire.
No. They've gotten themselves where they need to be now on the roster. Joaquin Wilde, I think, is definitely a standout there in the group in comparison to everybody else. I just think that the guy's got a lot of charisma and natural star power. But yeah, the match itself is, again, it's a pretty good match. We've come to expect that from the Judgment Day and Finn Balor and JD McDonough. Randy, imagine if you wrestled like every tag team match with your trainer. Just imagine the scrutiny you're at all points in time in said match, because JD has just Fergal Devitt watching there, and he's going to whip him if he does anything wrong afterwards. Give him some whips with a shillelagh. That's right. Finn Balor, also, same place from, yes? No? Okay. Yeah. I'm sorry.
I get it.
I'm sorry.
No, it's funny. I'm laughing. It was very funny. I'm sorry.
Oh!
Sorry, Zoom has a little delay here. I apologize.
You dick. Yeah. You dick. Anyways, like we said, Randy, there's a lot going on here with the LWO, El Grande Americano, especially over the weekend in the WWE Super Show. So here comes El Grande Americano 2.0 to get a distraction here to allow for El Grande Americano 3.0 to run to the ring, create the distraction, pull Del Toro off the top rope. Finn Balor and the Judgment Day win and retain here. Coup de Gracie. And that's it. But Randy, we talked about this last weekend. We talked about the whole super machine aspect here of the El Grande Americano Machino. What the hell is going on, brother? What is going on here? Because everybody already thinks they know who it is under that mask. But I still think it could be Omos.
Oh, this new one, I don't know. This gentleman looks a little taller, and his beard is not. He has a beard. It's
yes, he does.
From who I heard, it's Pei Dontario, the newest Lucha Libre, but I could be mistaken. Yeah, WWE. I'm kind of pissed using my ideas, and then. If it's true on who they say these people are, they're not even Americans. So that's the worst part of it, too.
That's actually pretty funny when you think about it.
Oh, it's brilliant. It's not funny. It's brilliant. But, yeah, good for you, WWE. I'm sending a check. No, I'm not sending. You send me a check. I've been sending out way too many checks. Drugs. That's all I'm going to blame it on, people's drugs. And, yeah.
Is that why you're going ham on that mouse right now?
Oh, it's not. I'm flicking actually a Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola, the best drink out there cap right now, flipping it up in the air and landing on the ground like it's a quarter. But let's go back to this match. This match was absolutely fantastic. Another 4 banana out of 5 match. I enjoyed it. LWO is great. And of course, Judgment Day entertaining me week after week with this. So
continuing to entertain us.
I never done that before, eh? Like this continuous. I was doing it for a good minute. And you know, I apologize, people.
I'm far too polite here, folks. That's my gimmick, and I'm sticking with it, and that's the way it is. But yes, a very fun match here with the LWO and Judgment Day, and I think that we'll see a little bit more of this. Maybe the Americano Machines versus LWO versus the Judgment Day. Who never knows? We'll see what happens next. Talking about what happens next, here comes Gunther for a chat. And last week when Gunther and CM Punk came out and they had the discussion, me and Randy were definitely a little hard on it, but I think that everything was justified. I think that it really was maybe CM Punk's worst promo of all time. Didn't have the delivery, didn't have the confidence in what he was saying, and he just didn't seem like the best of the world. Whereas this week, it's a complete opposite.
Are you starting to think, did you did it on purpose? Or is that where you're going? Oh, sorry, I apologize there.
It's okay.
I was thinking it while watching this as well.
Great minds think alike, for sure. CM Punk did what he could last week to make himself kind of look weak, dumbfounded, as he mentions here in this promo. And just in the air of Gunther maybe a little bit afraid, but this is definitely not the Punk that we see this week. Punk is definitely back to being the voice of the voiceless, best of the world here, and he definitely delivers in this promo, leading us into SummerSlam. But Randy, I think that this match, honestly, is overshadowed by, is Seth really injured or not? I think that this is entirely overshadowed, and I think that 75% of the wrestling universe at this point is full on in belief that at the end of this match, we are going to see some type of cash in.
I hope not. And for what happens in the main tonight, I don't think that's the case. So please hear me out after the main event tonight, because if that happens, or if there is any truth, or even like a little truth behind the Seth injury, I would save it for my theory. And we all know WWE listens to me. So WWE, hear me out on this. I'm going to copyright this episode as soon as we're done.
Well, okay. We're going to get a quick rundown of SummerSlam, folks. A lot of jelly rolling all over the place. A lot going on here. 2 big nights of SummerSlam. Unfortunately, they had to cancel the Tony Hinchcliffe live thing for whatever reasons. Who knows why? I don't know if it was a ticket sale thing or for whatever reason it had to be canceled. Right now. Yeah, that's probably a good point. You're right about that. And that's also, look, like Randy mentioned at the start of the show, I do the whole collector thing and collectibles thing. They were going to release the new LJN re-released Hulk Hogan figure, and they were going to do that at the original point when they announced the other ones. But as soon as Hogan passed away, the rumor is that the video that they were going to show at Comic-Con was Hogan with his figure being like, LJNs are back, brother. So they had to pause on that. And they launched those figures at the start of Raw tonight, and they sold out in 2 minutes online.
Did you get any?
Maybe. Yeah, I got a couple. And then when they release, I'm going to be camping outside of Target store the night before. So if you want to send me any like treats or anything like that to allow me to get these fantastic figures for you fine people, because again, like Randy mentions, we do have a Patreon and we are going to do a giveaway eventually. It will happen. Anyways, Randy, going back to wrestling, we are here now at the main event. It is main event Jey Uso in the main event versus Big Bronson Reed.
Didn't he look Bronson. Didn't his gear look like bad guy? Bronson looked mean tonight. I will definitely say that.
I'm going to say he looks mean. I'm going to say that extra Jerry juice in the hair definitely makes him look a little bit meaner too. You know what I'm saying? Like he is looking rough around the edges. That's for sure. He's looking like a bad man. He absolutely is looking like a bad man. And it's not only the look, Randy, they've built him up at this point. He keeps on taking out people and destroying people with the tsunami. Like he's taking people out of the match. And that's what we're getting to for sure. Right? As we get to this. But it is what it is. Nice little match here between these two gentlemen, but we know with everything going on in the background, it has to lead to something else. SummerSlam, it has to happen. It just has to happen at one point. And that includes Braun Breaker finally coming out here very early in the match, may I add. I think that they spent a lot of their wrestling time on the 8-woman tag match tonight. And didn't have that much time. Even as we were getting to the promo between Punk and Gunther, I was like, it's already 10:03. Like, we got to do a main event still. We got to fit this in somehow. So the disqualification, comes from Braun Breaker with the nasty spear to Jey Uso here. Disqualification. Big beatdown is happening afterwards. Cue Roman Reigns, who is there for the first time tonight, as far as Randy mentioned at the start of the show, people who weren't present. But Roman's here, right? Here comes Roman running on out, doing his thing like Roman Reigns. Everybody loves Roman Reigns. Even Johnny Pota, apparently, to the point where he didn't even notice Jey Uso trying to reach out for help.
Yeah. It was weird. Well, not help. It would not help. You'll see. I'll send
I
you
know.
that.
I'll watch. I'll watch it. But yeah, the beatdown is on, brother. And this beatdown includes a tsunami to Roman Reigns, a spear to Jey Uso and Roman Reigns through the barricade, a double spear by this crazy maniac that is Braun Breaker. Also hitting a super spear on the outside to Roman that just looks disgusting. The thud of Roman's back hitting that mat is just nasty. Absolutely nasty. After the beatdown, after Roman Reigns is laying there, just completely knocked the hell out, Bronson Reed steals his shoes and holds them up like a trophy. These are mine now. These are mine now. I was just waiting for Braun Breaker to say, run his shit. It was so funny, man. I was waiting for a wallet to get stolen out of a pocket. I was waiting for a belt to be stolen. I was waiting for all of it. Bronson Reed looking like Debo here, stealing Roman Reigns kicks, holding him up to the crowd. And there's some videos online of him walking out of the ring, walking through the aisle with the shoes. And he's telling fans, I'll steal your shoes next.
Did he throw him up on telephone wires afterwards? That is the question. A common similarity of what was going on. We saw shoes earlier and shoes now. Everything is ×2 with the WWE. If it happens with the women, it has to happen with the men. But in turn, this was absolutely hilarious.
Oh God, I was howling. I was howling laughing, dude. I couldn't stop laughing. It was the funniest thing ever. You could hear the whole crowd too, just hysterical laughing.
But in turn, I just want to finish it off by saying this. How do you make a guy that is so over even higher? Braun Breaker breaks everybody. Now, who do you go out and break? Two of the biggest stars in the WWE right now.
Yep.
Remember, he just came here about a year and a bit ago, right? And now he's out destroying the main guys, right? And when I say destroying, you're taking two of them out at once. It's like a handicap match. But don't get me wrong, Bronson Reed was there too. They both look great. This was quick, right? But the ending of this and the story was absolutely incredible. I'm going to give you my match rating first, and then I'm going to think of the idea. I give this a 4 banana. It's a 4 banana out of 5. In total, that's not with the match. It's the match and the promo together.
There you go.
But we were talking about SummerSlam and the cash-in and everything else.
Yep.
This is what I think might happen. I don't think the cash-in is going to happen at SummerSlam now. I'm thinking there'll be a match coming up with Braun Breaker and or somebody, whoever the champ may be. And during that match, say if it's Gunther, or say it's somebody else, whoever it may be, I think Seth's going to bring in, he's going to come back at that time and cash it in during a Braun Breaker match to sort of split these guys up.
I could see that
and then
happening.
Braun Breaker do the chase to WrestleMania, right? The only way I don't see that is Paul Heyman somehow has to go with Braun Breaker. He doesn't need to be with Seth. So there has to be something in that, like to sort of screw that up. But yeah, I don't think Seth is coming this SummerSlam. I know what everybody's thinking, but I don't.
Can I tell you why I think otherwise?
Why is that, sir?
So the whole time when I'm watching this beatdown, what I'm thinking to myself is, in this match, in this Punk versus Gunther match, if, say, for example, Seth and his coalition of Brawns try to, break into this match, so to speak, if that happens, who's the people who are there to stop Seth from doing it? Jey Uso, Roman Reigns. They just got destroyed in front of our eyes. Destroyed. Roman got tsunamied, speared through a barricade, and his shoes stolen from him. The shoes is the best thing ever. The shoes is the best thing ever.
So why do you think they would be involved with CM Punk?
I don't think that they're involved with CM Punk. I think that they just want to do absolutely everything that they can to ensure that these guys aren't going to get the title. They're not going to take control of Raw. That's the reason why I think that it's there. I don't think that they're involved with Punk, but we've already seen them involved. We've already seen Punk, Roman, and Jay standing in the ring together. We've already seen it.
Yeah, but Punk really didn't like it, right?
Well, yeah, but
know.
he'll take the help if the help is there for him. I guess you could say.
Either way,
That's what I
both of
think
our
it is.
stories are good. I think
think
both are very.
I think there's options, dude. I think that this is what we're looking forward to the most at SummerSlam right now. Besides maybe that TLC tag match from SmackDown, which is just going to be insane. 8-man TLC tag match is just going to be crazy, especially based on what we saw them do on SmackDown itself after WrestleMania. I think that everyone's looking forward to this the most. What happens with Seth at SummerSlam? Or not at all, right? Anyways, folks, that is the Raw review for the week. Randy, what is your total banana rating for the episode?
Okay, let me count. It's 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 divided by 4 equals. I give this WWE Raw episode 4s across the board, so that's a 3.5. A 3.5 banana. It's a 4. What are you shaking your head for? If it's 4s across the board, it's not 3.5. It's 4. A 4 banana rating out of 5. It was definitely a fun episode going into SummerSlam this weekend, and a big SmackDown coming up this Friday. John Cena and Cody Rhodes
Yes.
talk to each other head to head. So
I honestly thought at the start of the show, and I messaged you at the start of the show, I was like, we're in for one tonight. And it definitely was a lot more entertaining than it had to be.
yep,
For sure.
100%. And a lot of people are
Especially
shitting on Raw as of late. Like a lot of people, and I don't know. I've been giving it passable ratings comparably to the shit we used to watch. But
Oh God, yeah.
so I don't know. I think we just enjoy the Judgment Day too much. People need to shut
like
over
our-
Judgment Day in life.
We like our Judgment Day. We like our Judgment Day theme songs. We like the evolution of the theme songs. I'm even liking the hip hop theme now, like a lot. Came to bring the pain. I love it, man. And then it breaks down a little. I think JD McDonough, honestly, dude, I think JD McDonough looks a lot better where he's wearing a hood and has a mask covering his face. He looks like a badass. When he comes out just exposed, full baby big head Labubu style, it doesn't look the same. Anyways, folks, I'm going to end the review on that note. Randy, thank you so much for joining me for the episode. And to our listeners, thank you so much for listening. If they wanted to, say, for example, find more of us, or maybe even support us, or just do all these fun things like send you messages, send you bananas, Chiquita bananas, how do they do so?
You can find us on the Instagram at The Hub Sports Entertainment, as well on Twitter, The Hub Sports Ent. We also have a Patreon. It's patreon.com/The Draw. As well as you can follow me on my personal Instagram is We The Dark Order North on Instagram, or on Twitter at Huge Pop Radio. That's on Twitter at Huge Pop Radio. Yeah, go follow SmackDaddies as well. Go visit their website. They are absolutely amazing gents. Going to give you the SmackDown review, probably a speed run this week. What about yourself?
Find me on the Instagram at Wrestling with Eric. That is without a W and without a G. And then Facebook. Just go to the Hub and you can find us there all the time. You can tag me. You can ask questions. We are going to get to the listener mail, folks. We promise. There's a lot been going on. So I think post SummerSlam, we'll do some listener mail. All right, folks. Well, that is the show for today. So, like we said, it's been a week for everybody. However you've taken the news, it's been a lot going on. So, now more than ever, please take care of yourselves and each other, and continue to live your lives impactfully.
Live, laugh, and love wrestling. Seriously, people. This is why you're here listening to us. Love wrestling.
Deuces! Deuces!
How much does it bother you that they're yeeting right now?
Yeet?
They're yeeting, yeah. Does that bother you?
What's it called? 4 letters, 1 word. Stop.